Dear viewers, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to online education of Halishwar Cantonment Public School and College. Today we'll discuss English first paper, that is English for today, for class 8, unit 6, lesson 6, 7, 8 and 9. Let's get started. At first, read aloud lesson 6, unit 6.
Oxygen and the air pressure always being monitored. In the event of a lack of oxygen, an oxygen mask will automatically appear in front of you. Pull the mask towards you and place it firmly over your nose and mouth. Secure the elastic band behind your head and breathe normally. If you are traveling with a child or someone who requires assistance, secure your mask first and then assist the other person. Keep your mask on until a uniformed crew member advises you to remove it. In the event of an emergency, please assume the bracing position. That is, lean forward with your hands on top of your head and your elbows against your thighs. Ensure your feet are flat on the floor. A life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests. When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest. Slip it over your head. Pass the straps around your waist and adjust at the front. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord before you leave the aircraft. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. You will find this and all the other safety information in the card located in the seat pocket in front of you. We strongly suggest you read it before takeoff. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask one of our crew members. We wish you all an enjoyable flight.
Let's go for vocabulary here. Pressure. Pressure means force, force, or compulsion. Monitored. It can be replaced by observe, or watch, or keep on record. In the event, this is a phrase. It can be replaced by in case of. Then a lack of. It can be replaced by scarcity, or deficiency, or shortage. Then mask is a cover, camouflage. uh, Automatically, it can be replaced by systematically, or spontaneously, or naturally. Then appear, it can be replaced by come out, or turn up, or show up. Then it is the pull, it can be replaced by tug, or plunk, or jerk, or twist. Then towards, it can be replaced by in direction of, or on the way of, or pointing to. Then place means put down, or to put. Then firmly, it can be replaced by strongly, tightly, or steadily. Then secure, it can be replaced by fix, uh, or affix. Then elastic, it can be replaced by stretchy, stretchy, or flexible, that is means flexibility, or rubbery. Then behind, it can be replaced by at the back of, or on the other side. Then the breath, it can be replaced by to inhale and exhale air. Then normally, it can be replaced by usually. Then requires, it can be replaced by demand or need. Assistance, it can be replaced by help, support, or cooperation. Then keep on, it can be replaced by run on or continue. Then advices, it can be replaced by suggest or recommend. Emergency, it can be replaced by urgency or exigency or urgently. Then assume, it can be replaced by believe or imagine. Then bracing, it can be replaced by emergency position. Lean, bend, it can be replaced by bend, be and bend. Then ensure, it can be replaced by secure or assure, ssure. Then flat, it can be replaced by even. Then vest, it can be replaced by jacket. Located, it can be replaced by situated. Pouch, it can be replaced by bag or sack or pocket. Then armrest, it can be replaced by arm support. Instructed, it can be replaced by direct or order or guide. Then slip, it can be replaced by put on. Adjust, it can be replaced by adapt or fixed. Then inflate, it can be replaced by fill or poop up. Then cord, it can be replaced by string or thread. Then leave, it can be replaced by depart or go away. Then ear kept, it can be replaced by ear sheep. Then remind, it can be replaced by recollect or recall. Information, it can be replaced by clue. Then strongly, it can be replaced by firmly. Suggest, we already told here, advice or guide. Then take off, get off, or departure. Then hesitate, it can be replaced by delay or wait. Now come for the grammatical analysis here. The ear pesha are always being monitored. This is the passive. You know, when we change the passive of any continuous tense, then there will be the auxiliary, then there will be the being, then past participle form of the verb. Then come here, someone who requires assistance, secure your marks first. Someone who requires, after the who is the relative pronoun. After the who, there is the verb, so you have to keep it in your mind for the question number 3. Then advices, advice, advice, this is the noun, but advice, this is the verb. So you have to be careful about the spelling, because most of the time students make mistake here. When instructed to do so, open the plastic pumps and remove the base. So you have to keep in mind here, this is the complex sentence. So when instructed to do so, this is one clause. You start here the another clause, so you can avoid the subject here. You have to start with the verb. So it's started with the open verb. Next come here, wish you all. You know, after the wish, most of the time we think we wish his, but you have to write the subjective form of the subject here. Wish you, or wish objective form of the subject, or we wish him, not his. So you have to keep that one in mind. Now let's go for the unit 6, lesson 7. At first, reading aloud, this lesson is named Reaching Bangkok. So read aloud first.
The plane landed at Suvarnabhumi Airport at 4:55 p.m. The name of Suvarnabhumi is pronounced as Suvarnabhumi. The name is derived from Sanskrit, which means golden land. The name was chosen by King Bhumibol Adulyadej. The airport is located in Ratchathalawa in the Bangphli district of Samut Prakan province, 30 kilometers east of Bangkok. The airport has 2 parallel runways. Both of them are 60-meter wide. One of the runways is 4,000 meters long and the other is 3,700 meters. It can handle 76 flight operations per hour. It can handle 45 million passengers and 3 million tons of cargo per year. The airport passenger terminal is 563,000 square meters, that is, 6,060,000 square feet. It is the 4th biggest passenger terminal building in the world. The airport is going through phase 2. It will raise its capacity to handle 65 million passengers per year. The airport has 2 5-story car park buildings. The buildings can house 5,000 cars.
So let's go for vocabulary first. Here is landed. Landed means touched down the ground. Then derived means got, golden. It is the gold color. Then parallel means side by side or alike. Runways, it can be replaced by airstrip or landing field. Then handle, it can be replaced by operate. So operation, it can be replaced by handling. Passengers, travelers. Then here is cargo. Cargo means aircraft that are used for carrying goods. So terminals is the platform or stoppage for the passengers. Biggest, this is the greatest. Building, concrete structure, wall, earth or globe. Then raise means supplement or increase. Then capacity means range or size or volume. Then house can be replaced by home or residence. Now we go for the grammatical analysis. The name is derived. This is the passive, so you have to keep in mind for the question number 3. The name was chosen. This is also the passive. One of the runways, you have to keep in mind that after the one of, you have to give the plural. Then the building can house, you have to keep in mind that after the model means can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would. You can write here the verb. So here house is used as verb. Earlier we have learned hand also used as the verb. Here house used as the verb. This is our analysis. So let's go for the next lesson, unit 6, lesson 8. So at first read out aloud.
Mita looked around and saw a garden of trees and flowers welcoming her. There was a small fountain at the middle of the garden, bringing in cool breeze. Mita loved the place. Mita brought a suitcase as well as a piece of carry-on luggage. She carried her luggage to the elevator and pressed a button that said 6. Her uncle's apartment was on the 7th floor. It was a nicely done 2-bedroom apartment. Mita and Zara were going to share the same room. It was nearly 8 p.m. when they all got settled. They finished dinner and started to plan for the next day. Mita read about the floating market in the internet and wanted to see one. Well, then you have to wake up very early tomorrow. The market sits early in the morning and is over before noon. We are going to the Takar floating market tomorrow, said Mr. Islam. Well, cried out Mita and Zara together. Thank you, Uncle. Thank you, Dad.
So let's go for vocabulary here. Look around. Look around means investigate. Try to explore. It can be replaced by that one. See, it can be replaced by view or looked at. Garden, it can be replaced by orchard or yard. Fountain, it can be replaced by stream or spring. Then cool, it can be replaced by frigid or frosty. Then breeze, it can be replaced by wind. Then love, it can be replaced by adore, A-D-O-R-E. Suitcase, this can be replaced by handbag. Carry means bring, it can be replaced by bring. Elevator, it can be replaced by lift, nicely, amazingly or wonderfully. Then apartment, it can be replaced by flat. Share, it can be replaced by pot or pottate. Nearly, it can be replaced by almost. Got settled, it can be replaced by prepared. And then next can be replaced by upcoming or then. Floating, it can be replaced by buoyant, B-U-O-Y-A-N-T. Then wake up, it can be replaced by get up or early. It can be replaced by in the beginning or sooner than expected. Wow, it can be replaced by hooray or yahoo. Then thank, it can be replaced by it is the acknowledgement. Now come for the grammatical analysis. So look here, it was nicely done. It was a nicely done 2-bedroom apartment. Look here, nicely done 2-bedroom apartment. Okay, So here is nicely adverb, then there is done, done it is the adjective. So you have to keep it mind this line for the question number 3. Mita and Jara were going to share. Were going to share. I told also earlier when there is the going to, you have to use the present form of the verbs. So that's the grammatical analysis here. Now let's go for the next lesson. It is unit 6, lesson 9. So at first reading aloud.
It was Sunday. Mita, Zara, Juma Islam and Mazharul Islam woke up very early. They quickly got ready and started for Tarkar floating market. They planned to have breakfast at the market. They reached the marketplace sharp at 7. The canals were surrounded with coconut palm trees. They hired a boat. The boatman started to row slowly, taking him to the center of the market. There were boats everywhere. The sellers were mainly elderly Thai women. Their small boats were laden with bundles of lotus flowers, farm fresh coconuts, fruits, vegetables, local food, and delicious sweets. The sellers and buyers rowed their boats slowly. The sellers displayed their goods for sale and the buyers chose their pick. They could have a little chit-chat as buying and selling was going on.
So let's come for vocabulary first. Quickly, this is swiftly or rapidly. Got ready, prepared, started for, begin or set for. Then reached, it can be replaced by arrived. Then surrounded, it can be replaced by enclosed. Hired, it can be replaced by rent. Then row, it can be replaced by run in. Then everywhere, it can be replaced by here and there, or far and wide. Then sellers, it can be replaced by vendor or shopkeeper. Then delicious, it can be replaced by appetizing or tasty. Then buyer, it can be replaced by purchaser or customer. Then slowly, it can be replaced by lazily or casually. Display, it can be replaced by exhibit or show. Then choose, it can be replaced by select or pick. Then pick, it can be replaced by choose. Chit chat, it can be replaced by a small talk or chatting or chat. These are the vocabulary. Now come for the grammar. The canals were surrounded. This is the passive. You have to keep it in mind for question number 3. Their small boats were laden with. This is also the passive. They could have a little chit chat. Could. This is the modal auxiliaries. That is here. The have verb is here. Present form of the verb. So these are the analysis, and that's all for today. Our SW is given, and earlier we have shown how to write the answer and how to answer the MCQ. You will follow all the rules that we have delivered in our first class, how to get 20 out of 20 for question number 1, 2, and 3. And after every lesson, at the end, we have assigned the SW. All of you will do that one. Thank you very much. Tata, bye bye.